computers in Europe at that stage. They're connected to all universities.
And it's very important for engineers to come into the school. Pupils don't really have an idea of what engineers are. And by actually meeting engineers, they can find out about what they do for work, what type of experience they've had, and find out more about life and the life as an engineer.
It's quicker for them to be able to do this, and it also means that other doctors...
The idea of the active visitor technique really is to let youngsters take the ownership of an engineer's visit to a school. They develop the questions, it's their agenda, they're trying to find out what they want to know about the engineer and what they do for a living and how they do it and so on. So the key really is student ownership.
Pupils don't seem to have the right impression of what an engineer is. So by engineers coming in, they can talk to them, they see what type of work they do, they can see what they need to do if they wanted to be an engineer, and really they get a better understanding of what an engineer is, which is a great experience for them.
Well, they have their football season, which is what, like.
So rather than it coming second-hand from a careers guidance person who may not know in detail about the particular career, they actually get it from the horse's mouth.
They can tell about the type of work they do, the type of jobs they do, what type of training they've had to have they had to go to university, what subjects it's best to take at school and at college. It's really to explain what their job is as an engineer and explain to them the type of things they do.
It gives us more idea of what jobs they do and helps us understand what how they help us in our everyday life.
What's good about engineers coming is that they can tell you more about the job and you might want to do that job.
This kind of engineering, the work that I do, was a very practical.
One of the engineers I spoke to today learnt us about how he works in the BBC and what he does. And his everyday life. I like the idea of working in the BBC and helping with computers and things like that, and then the technology.
Work on getting the system working again. So there's work in there. There's understanding.
Well, actually, the active visitor technique was developed by us at Sheffield Hallam University 23 years ago as part of a project called Active Teaching and Learning Approaches in Science. And we've used it for a number of projects since to engage both scientists and engineers and mathematicians with young people in classrooms.
The best thing about today was probably meeting the engineers and discovering more things what I've not learnt about engineering.
Really, you can't beat getting the advice from the person who's doing the job.